And we've got Swagger Jackie jamming for the smash unit.
And for those of you watching at home, the Six-Town Derby Dames are in blue and Junction City Roller Dolls are in black.
And we've got Pickle has picked up lead jammer for the Trainwrecks. She is through the pack. She's picked up a 5-point grand slam on the board for the Trainwrecks.
Swagger Jackie neatly recycled by 777 Colonel Scots.
And Pickle gets through for another 5 points for the Trainwrecks. Early lead 10-0.
Swagger Jackie fighting it, but no pack is called and she gets through on her initial. And Pickle calls it off. Scoring a neat 4 points for the Junction City Roller Dolls. Up on the jammer line now, we have 3-1-0 for the Junction City Roller Dolls, Malibu Harpy. And I believe that is 4-4 anaphylactic shock for the Six-Town Derby Dames. Malibu Harpy recycled to the back. Creating space for Malibu Harpy to come through to be our lead jammer. Sorry, not Malibu Harpy.
That's anaphylactic shock, picking up lead jammer for the smash unit. And anaphylactic shock calls off the jam, and we're going to set up for another one. Just want to shout out to some of our sponsors. We've got Green Monster, greenmonster.com. Roller Sport Skate Company, whose total focus is to produce fresh ideas and innovative product design to the roller skating market, specifically to roller derby.
And now for the Six-Town Derby Dames in blue, we have 8-3 Stitches up against 3-3-8 Beatrix. Black has lead. And Beatrix is through.
Stitches getting recycled back to the very back of the pack, is going to give it another go through on her initial pass.
Beatrix almost getting through, but popped out on the inside, coming around for another go.
Stitches gets through the pack, but not entirely legally, so she is not lead jammer, and Beatrix calls off the jam. Junction City with a lead 19-3 over Sicktown, and we've got the Aqua Brat jamming for the smash unit up against Pickle back on the line for the Trainwrecks.
And Pickle leaps through immediately to become lead jammer. Meanwhile, the Aqua Brat having a little bit of trouble getting recycled through, but on her second attempt manages to slip through very neatly.
4 points left.
4 points on the board for Pickle, and she calls off the jam.
Pickle looking to her bench, perhaps wondering about clock management here in terms of when to call it off. And now back on the track for the Six-Town Derby Dames in blue, we have H8 Swagger Jackie up against...
That's Malibu Harpy for the Trainwrecks. Malibu Harpy giving Swagger Jackie a little bit of a push there right off the line. Swagger Jackie getting recycled back to the back of the pack while the bench clears out. And Malibu Harpy going to the penalty box. It's going to put a power jam for the smash unit. Swagger Jackie still trying to work her way through the pack.
And manages to slip through on the outside against a very fierce follow back. Oh, nicely through, just ducks through on that inside line. 5 points to the girls in blue, Sicktown Derby Dames. And Swagger Jackie calls off the jam.
Swagger Jackie having a tough time getting around Rolex, and she decides that's going to be the end of that jam. And we've got anaphylactic shock lining up for the smash unit, still in a power jam. Anaphylactic shock cutting to the inside, gets around train wreck blockers. She's through, she picks up lead jammer for the smash unit.
Malibu Hoppy fighting for that inside line, but forced to be recycled.
Anaphylactic shock through the pack one more time for 4 points for the smash unit. They're sneaking up on the train wrecks. Picks up 4 more points and she calls off the jam.
Junction City Roller Dolls in black, we have on the jammer line Beatrix up against Blue 83 Stitches. A very close game now at 23 to 21.
And Stitches makes it through on her initial pass. She's your lead jammer for the smash unit. Beatrix now going to the penalty box for cutting the track. She'll spend a minute in the sin bin to think about what she's done.
Scoring 2 points there. And a late penalty coming in for the Sicktown Derby Dames.
The Aqua Brat lining up for the smash unit. Power jam, 3-on-1 pack advantage to the train wrecks, but that's no matter to the Aqua Brat.
And now she's got a little bit of backup now with Risky Rainbow re-entering the track.
5-point grand slam on the board for the Aqua Brat.
Nice assist there. Swiftly getting through another 5 points.
It was a very nice assist there by Risky Rainbow, clearing a path for the Aqua Brat to go through.
Aqua Brat fighting that wall and double kickstand. Another 5 points for the Sicktown Derby Dames. Score now, 39 points Sicktown Derby Dames, 23 points Junction City Roller Dolls. And now we have a penalty box where everyone is standing up. This is going to be an exciting first 10 seconds of the game. H8 Swagger Jackie, the only jammer on the track right now, but not for very long. Swagger Jackie fighting for the outside line, and I hear a whistle blown, but I didn't see a penalty there. Swagger Jackie forced to skate all the way back, and now everyone is on the track. And now we have Beatrix out of the penalty box and lead jammer going for her first scoring pass.
And there's another 5-point grand slam on the board for Beatrix.
An opportunity for Junction City to pick up the points differential here now that the power jam is in their favor.
And another 5-point grand slam for Beatrix.
And Sicktown Derby Dames down another blocker, I believe, for an elbow, looking for that.
And Beatrix has lost lead. She's on her way to the penalty box for back blocking. And of course, that's going to get the Swagger Jackie, out of the penalty box.
Swagger Jack is struggling against a pretty fierce wall of black here. Colonel Skirts very agile, going as far back as possible, buying them as much time as she can.
Lunatics now out of the penalty box, getting up in all of that business out there.
And calls a jam, but it looks like not in time to start with, get a power start. Starting with 2 jammers right now. So we have 821, the return of Pickle, and Blue 44, anaphylactic shock. Flat Track Revolution, flattrackrevolution.com. FDR is run by Ringer and Slabia Majora out of Oakland, California and Portland, Oregon. Ringer and Slabia are both skaters and total derby freaks and design geeks. Fueled by their 2 crafts, and they created FDR to revolutionize derby apparel. FDR is working on changing the face of derby apparel by offering cutting-edge designs that skaters, fans, and people who just like cool stuff will all enjoy. FDR is also interested in helping the greater derby community through charitable works for skaters injured in the line of derby. If you or someone you know has suffered a catastrophic derby injury, please contact us for more details.
Pickle has picked up lead jammer for the train wrecks. A nice hit out of bounds by Land Tuna there. Anaphylactic shock was still working her way on getting through the pack, but that's going to be the end of that jam, and we will reset for another one.
5 points flat.
Malibu Harpy on the line again for the Junction City Roller Dolls in black, and we see for the first time Blue 247 Lunatics.
And Malibu Harpy up towards the front. Lunatics still hanging out in the back of the pack. And there goes Lunatics as your lead jammer for the Smash unit. No, I had that backwards. Malibu Harpy, lead jammer for the train wrecks.
4 points flat.
Scoring 4 points for the Junction City Roller Dolls.
We've got ourselves a derby match going on here. Black jammer 338.
We've got...
Go ahead.
On the jammer line now we have Black 338 Beatrix up against 9000, the Aqua Brat. Both going for that inside line, and both nudged a little and forced to go back, try again. Sicktown Derby Dames had a decided disadvantage with only 2 on the track, and now losing their jammer as well. A very challenging situation for 2 incredibly closely ranked teams, as the score shows.
5-point grand slam on the board for Beatrix and the Junction City Roller Dolls train wrecks. Looks like the Aqua Brat made her way to the penalty box, so for back blocking, we've got a power jam for the train wrecks.
pushing her way through for 5 points and then swiftly calling it off. Advantage to Junction City starting this jam, with Pickle being the only jammer on the track.
Black jammer, 8, 2.
3 blockers apiece.
That is what I have got, even though my handwriting is.
We've got Sicktown with 39 points, Junction City up to 57, and we're about halfway through the first period.
Thank you for double checking that.
Pickle makes her way through the pack. She's picked up her lead jammer status.
In fact, she has all of the lead, not just some of it.
Aiming for that tasty part of in the middle, manages to slip through, scoring her team another 5 points.
And she calls it.
Sees the jammer standing in the box and calls it, giving her team a power start going into the next jam.
Like, I would like to do this during the timeout because there's so much.
Fast Girl Skates. FastGirlSkates.com, the first physical storefront specializing in roller derby equipment, is owned and operated by Rat City Roller Girls, Le Petite Mort, and Weil E. Peyote. What's important to Fast Girl Skates is that you get the best skates for you within your budget so you don't waste time and money. They feel so passionately about this, if at all feasible, they are willing to travel to you to do so. They'll even bring stuff for you to try. If this is something you would be of interest to you or your league or team members, please drop us a line or come on over and visit the booth right now. Dedicated to bringing the best service to the skating community, Fast Girl Skates offers tips and tricks for getting the most out of your gear. Check out their website for articles on everything from gear maintenance to getting faster on the track.
I'm assuming Black called it, even though I didn't see. Oh, there we go. 2 points, Black.
2 points for the train wrecks on that last jam. We actually have an empty penalty box now.
5 on 5.
Swagger Jackie on the line for the smash unit.
And Beatrix for the Junction City Roller Dolls.
Oh, yeah.
Both jammers seeking the... Swagger Jackie forced back. But both jammers struggling to get their way through, but it is Beatrix who makes it through to be lead jammer. Swagger Jackie picking up a cutting penalty. Beatrix coming through, scoring 5 points.
Black.
Junction City Roller Dolls trying to spook the Sicktown Derby Dames into action. Tangled up in the corner.
Beatrix calls off the jam, picking up 4 more points. Junction City in the lead, 73 over Sicktown's 39.
And now for the first time on the track, we have AK-47, Miss Kitty LaRue, and she is up against 821 Pickle.
Still in a power jam?
My apologies, that was a power jam. I saw someone with a panty. I saw a pivot cover and I got excited.
It's easy to do that. Pickle having a tough time, but she breaks through that 3 wall of smash unit skaters, and she picks up a 5-point grand slam for the train wrecks.
Pickle pushing herself against those seams, pops past some hips and calls it, scoring 4 points. Past every set of hips on the track except one. Giving her team a power start. Swagger Jackie still in the box. And we have, I believe that's Beatrix. No, Malibu Harpy.
They saw Swagger Jackie coming out of the penalty box, and they decided to run her back, giving more time for Malibu Harpy to pick up lead jammer. And Malibu Harpy, let's see, we've got
Swagger Jackie back to the penalty box. Malibu Harpy now starting her second scoring pass. Picking up 5 points.
5 points, Black. That's
Chasing the hole in the middle.
not that that's really helpful for either of them.
And the pack is at a standstill.
A little bit of a spook and move back. And Malibu Harpy slips on around. Lovely mohawk on the outside.
Those blue shirts have to be flattering. I'm not really looking at
Malibu Harpy forcing out of place, picking up a fabulous another 5 points.
I want to take a moment to thank all of our wonderful, amazing, and talented referees and NSOs here with us this weekend. Thank you so much for giving up your weekend to come hang out with all these sweaty derby girls. We love ya. Thanks.
And in that last jam, Malibu Harpy picked up 20 points for her team. Beatrix now enjoying a power start on the line. Beatrix knocked to her feet by 370 Bloodstain. Forcing an out of play and out to lead jammer.
And we have an empty penalty box yet again, 5-on-5.
Swagger Jackie battling and pushing her way against the final lines to get her initial pass.
And Beatrix gets knocked out of bounds and calls off the jam.
4 points, Black.
Picking up 4 more points before the end of that one.
6, 2, 4, 7. Black jammer 8-2-1. Going into jam 19.
We've got Pickle on the line for the train wrecks up against Lunatics for the Smash unit.
And an official timeout has been called.
Yay, sponsor time, PivotStar.com. PivotStar creates clothing inspired by the kick-ass sport of women's roller derby. Alternative and athletic, sexy and tough, intelligent and all-female. Roller derby is inspiring and empowering for the women that play, watch, or strive to be out on the track. PivotStar captures this essence in its clothing designs and aims to support the growing roller derby community. Real roller derby clothing, alternative athletic apparel.
The Smack Shack, thesmashshack.net. The Smack Shack is Tacoma's full roller derby retail store. Located on Mildred, the Smack Shack offers a wide array of products from skates to clothing. The Smack Shack has it all. They also offer skate repair and wheel regrooving. Check out their products page to look for yourself at some of the items they offer. Call the store today at 253-565-0211, or better yet, stop by at 2073 Mildred Street, Furcrest, Washington.
Cool, thank you.
Paying the bills.
Just in time for Lunatics is the jam of the Sicktown Derby Dames in blue, and 8-2-1 Pickle for the Junction City Roller Dolls. Pickle dancing around like she doesn't care. Meanwhile, up at the front, Lunatics has been forced all the way to the back.
Pickle picking up lead jammer for the train wrecks.
And oh my goodness, sneaking through, Lunatics scores 4 points.
Black calls it, and there's my
And Pickle calls it, picking up 3 points for the Junction City Roller Dolls. And now on the jammer line, we have Malibu Hoppy up against Miss Kitty LaRue. Miss Kitty LaRue trying the inside, then force all the way across the out. Malibu Hoppy coming through to become lead jammer. Both teams losing blockers to the penalty box.
Malibu Harpy calls off the jam, and we've got Junction City with quite a lead, 109-43, but we've still got a whole second period plus 5.5 more minutes. It's anyone's game.
And now on the jammer line, we have, for the Sicktown Derby Dames in blue, 8-3 Stitches up against 3-3-8 Beatrix for the Junction City Roller Dolls.
Both jammers working on the outside. Beatrix goes towards the inside. She breaks through, picks up lead jammer for the Trainwrecks of Junction City. Stitch is still trying to work her way through the pack.
Lunatics giving her jammer a hand.
Stitch is through on her initial pass. And Beatrix gets through, picks up 4 points, and calls off the jam.
And now on the jammer line, we have Anaphylactic Shock in blue, and we have 821 Pickle in black. Two blockers apiece. One jammer trying for the in, one jammer trying for the out.
Anaphylactic Shock picking up lead jammer, but Pickle is right there next to her. Jammer race.
What a fantastic race! I love the airplane bits especially. Really trying to hold each other back, grab just a few points.
I don't.
An excitingly fast pack here. Each jammer picking up 4 points. Anaphylactic Shock looks to her bench and calls it off.
Coming up after this bout, we've got Emerald City Roller Girls versus the Boulder County Bombers. And at 5:15 coming up on track 2, we've got the Lava City Roller Dolls versus the Port Scandalous Roller Derby. I hope everyone's bought their program and gotten their merch shirts, their swag already, because those will go quickly.
On the jam line here we have Lunatics versus Malibu Hobby. Lunatics trying for that outside, not getting a lot of joy. I believe sent off for a back block. And meanwhile, Malibu Hoppy came through and has achieved lead jammer.
Swagger Jackie hanging out in the penalty box for back blocking.
Malibu Hoppy's firmly staying in the middle as she pushes the blockers out of play. Tiptoeing around, coming through to score another 5 points.
She got around Stitches and number 88, Risky Rainbow. Back at it again with a vengeance in the mix this time.
Malibu Hoppy fighting for the middle. Manages to push through. Meanwhile, 250 with a vengeance sent to the penalty box for a direction of gameplay. Now with only 2 determined blockers to hold her back.
Oh, and a tough hit from, that was Risky Rainbow, laying her out.
Malibu Harpy picking up a neat 5 points and calling it off, giving her team a power start going into this jam.
Oh, excellent. Thank you. Okay, cool.
Beatrix on the jammer line for the Junction City Roller Dolls.
And black jammer 3.
Sometimes a penalty is worth it if you accomplish what you're trying to do, and if that's lay out your jammer, that might have been worth it.
Very challenging situation here. Anaphylactic shock, the only blocker on the track. Big sigh of relief here it must be to be joined by her jammer and a fellow blocker.
Lunatic's out of the box, quickly gets recycled to the back of the pack again, and is working her way to the front of the pack. Beatrix at the back of the pack.
We're definitely seeing here the big difference between having one blocker on the track and two, just in terms of how much you can do. Out of play called. Beatrix coming through with another 5 points.
Lunatic's now through on her initial pass as Beatrix calls off the jam.
After picking up another 4 points. And that is the end of the first half.
Junction City with quite the lead, 150 over Sicktown's 47. We're going to take a 10-minute break, and we will be right back.
And they are off. Starting the first jam, 247 Lunatics for the Sicktown Derby Dames. But coming through to be our lead jammer, we have 821 Pickle.
Lunatics now through on her initial pass. Pickle working on her first scoring pass, going around the outside. She sneaks through.
Swiftly calling off, scoring 4 points and keeping it down to 0 for the Sicktown Derby Dames. Now the Junction City Roller Dolls, 310 Malibu Harpy. And then we have Blue 44 Anaphylactic Shock for the Sicktown Derby Dames.
Trainwrecks have 2 blockers in the penalty box, 2 on 4 pack advantage to the smash unit. Malibu Harpy has her work cut out for her.
Anaphylactic Shock fighting on that outside line. Forced out and forced all the way back to recycle, giving an opportunity for Malibu Harpy to come through as our lead jammer.
Anaphylactic Shock now through on her initial pass as well. And here comes Malibu Harpy on her first scoring pass.
Juking around, trying to see an advantage, trying to see some quick points before the jammer comes through. Manages. And there are 3 points there for the Sicktown Derby Dames, 0 points for the Junction City Roller Dolls.
We've got Mayhem Miller on the jam line for, I believe, the first time this afternoon, taking on number 83, Stitches and Bones for the smash unit.
Bones seeking the outside, then coming through to the middle. It forced down. She's going to have to recycle all the way back. I would not like to try to get past Colonel Skirts.
And there goes Mayhem Miller picking up lead jammer for the Trainwrecks. Stitches and Bones is not far behind. Mayhem Miller knocked down and decides to call off the jam, picking up 2 points for the Junction City Roller Dolls.
On the track right now, we have a 4-2 blocker situation, advantage towards Sicktown Derby Dames.
Aqua Brat on the line for the smash unit up against Pickle for the Trainwrecks. Pickle going to the outside.
The Aqua Brat giving the outside a go as well.
Pickle picking up lead jammer. Oh, both jammers out of bounds. Pickle is quicker to get back up again, and they're both right back out on the track.
Block is keeping the pack at a fast speed. Speeding it up a little, seeking advantage.
Pickle calls off the jam, picking up 2 points, 1 point for the Aqua Brat.
And now we have Lunatics for the Sicktown Derby Dames up against Malibu Harpy for the Junction City Roller Dolls in black. Malibu Harpy up on her toe stops, trying to find any advantage she can. Manages to tap dance through on the inside line.
Both jammers through the pack. It's a jammer race once again.
Colonel Skirt sent to the penalty box.
Malibu Harpy calls off the jam, picking up 1 point for the Trainwrecks. Nada for Lunatics.
The score now is 51 points, Sicktown Derby Dames, and 159 points for the Junction City Roller Dolls.
We're only 5 minutes into the second period. Anything can happen, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Mayhem Miller back on the line for the Trainwrecks up against number 44, Anaphylactic Shock for the Smash unit.
Both jammers struggling to fight their way through, but will she make it? Manages to squeeze in and out of play, and Anaphylactic Shock has come through as lead jammer. Meanwhile, Junction City Roller Dolls down another blocker, 2 for advantage.
Anaphylactic Shock sneaking around the outside of the pack, picking up another 5 points on the board for the Smash unit.
Sicktown Derby Dames turn to lose a blocker. Now it's a 2-2 pack, losing 2 blockers. Jam is called. 0 points for either jammer on that.
I think we had 5 for Anaphylactic Shock on that one.
Sorry, I meant in that pass.
We'll get this figured out about noontime tomorrow. Wait, what sport is this again? Pickle on the line for the Trainwrecks up against number 83.
Stitches and Bones.
Pickle picks up lead jammer for the Trainwrecks.
An extra blocker back on the track to help her out. Comes through, manages to pick up 4 points. Thinks about it, waits for a little while, then calls off lead jammer. Malibu Harpy in black for the Junction City Roller Dolls is the jammer. Up against AK-47 Miss Kitty LaRue in blue for the Sicktown Derby Dames.
Kitty LaRue getting held up in the pack. And they're Malibu Harpy now on her way to the penalty box.
Sent for a blocking out of bounds. Miss Kitty LaRue fighting against the kickstand. Out of play is called, releasing her to get another 5 points. Junction City quickly resetting. Little bit of offensive help for the jammer there. Another kickstand, quickly reverted back to a more stable configuration. Out of play is called, but they managed to force her out just before that happens. Chasing the inside line, almost grabs it. Manages to step back onto the track. Coming through for another 5 points.
Kitty LaRue decides to call off the jam there. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, warming up over on track 2. Emerald City Roller Girls getting ready. No, I'm sorry. That's Lava City Roller Girls getting ready to take on the Port Scandalous Roller Derby. And at the end of this bout, we'll have the Emerald City Roller Girls taking on Boulder County Bombers. And don't forget, Junior Roller Derby action starting first thing tomorrow morning, bright and freaking early, with my girls, the Lilac City Pixies, taking on Greater Edmonton Junior Roller Derby Association. So don't miss that. I know you all have your alarms set.
I'm excited. And speaking of excitement, Lunatics is the jammer fighting her way up against the front. Pushing, and manages to come through. Lead jammer.
Malibu Harpy threw on her initial pass, and Lunatics decides to call off the jam.
Dancing around the outside, grabbing 4 points. Now with 3 blockers apiece. Did you know you can get free posters and things at this event? And if you want to head over to the Washington Health Pathfinder, you can do cool stuff.
We like free stuff. Aqua Brat on the line for the Smash unit, up against Mayhem Miller for the Trainwrecks. Miller struggling her way to the front of the pack. And Miller breaks through, picking up lead jammer for the Trainwrecks. Aqua Brat through now on her initial pass.
With some fantastic fighting on both sides to get through, I think, from both blockers and jammer.
Mayhem Miller gets through the pack, picking up 4 more points, and she calls off the jam. No points for the Aqua Brat on that one.
But yes, the Washington Health Pathfinder is a new way to help you find, compare, and select a quality health insurance plan that is right for you, your family, and your budget. More people than ever before are now eligible for low-cost or free health insurance. Middle-income and low-income individuals and families generally qualify. Health Pathfinder is the only way you can access these savings. Go to wahealthpathfinder.org or check out the booth right next to track 1. Grab a poster, grab some stickers, grab free stuff.
Stitches and Bones jamming for the Smash unit, up against Pickle for Trainwrecks, and it looks like Stitches and Bones has picked up lead jammer for the Smash unit. And Pickle is now through on her initial pass, just as Stitches and Bones comes up on the pack. Oh, she takes a hard hit, and she calls off the jam.
There may have been a delay in calling off the jam there, as her panty cover, unfortunately, came off while she was trying to call the jam. We'd like to give a big thanks to all our fabulous EMTs and all the health professionals that help us with roller derby. It is an incredible sport to be part of, and we really appreciate all the volunteers who help us take care of people.
So I was just given some very interesting trivia here, some expected outcomes of this bout. A little bit of a rundown here. Junction City ranked 94th in the Woofdada. Sicktown ranked 127th. The expected outcome, they say Junction City has an 89% chance of winning, Sicktown 11%. These teams have never played each other before. That's very interesting. Thank you, Phil Dirt, for bringing us that information. If you're 21 or over, head on up to the beer garden that's not open yet. When it's open, say hi to the boys from Toad House Pizza. While you're there, it couldn't hurt to enjoy one of the beers on tap. Check them out.
Discussion was about. Hi, by the way.
Okay, so the official. First, ladies and gentlemen, a big hand of applause to Stitches and Bones. Woo! So the referees were gathered in a huddle to discuss whether it was called off for injury or whether it was called off, whether she was able to call off the jam. The determination was that she managed to tap her hips twice before the penny came off. So she was actively a jammer when the jam was called.
Malibu Harpies picked up lead jammer now for the Trainwrecks. Anaphylactic Shock still trying to work her way through the pack. Having a tough time getting around that Josie Can Sakaho. Anaphylactic Shock makes her way through on her initial pass, and we've got Malibu Harpy now.
Dances to the outside very swiftly, calls it off, scoring 4 points.
Got just less than 16 minutes left in the second period. Sicktown trailing 72 to Junction City's 176, and we've got the Aqua Brat on the line for the Smash unit. Up against Mayhem Miller.
I think it's there.
I keep forgetting it's there. Acrobat fighting for that outside line, deftly held back. Some incredible backward skating here and some pushing so hard, manages to force it out of play. Coming through, Acrobat is our lead jammer.
Mayhem Miller thought she saw her opening on the outside and then got knocked down. She's back up again, now through on her initial pass.
Not spooked of that outside line, very deftly taking it second time round.
And Aqua Brat calls off the jam.
After picking up 4 more points. Now we have Black 821 Pickle on the jammer line for the Junction City Roller Dolls Trainwrecks. And Blue 44 Anaphylactic Shock for the Sicktown Derby Dame Smash unit.
Two-on-three pack advantage to Junction City.
Love to see some jammers trying to help out their blockers there.
Pickle picks up lead jammer for Junction City. Anaphylactic shock now through on her initial pass. Nice job staying in bounds. Ooh, and then taking a tough land tuna going to the penalty box for that low block, causing Pickle to bite it there on turn 4.
Some fantastic footwork there. And an official review has been called by the Sicktown Derby Dame Smash unit. I believe the first official review of the game.
Time for some sponsorship lovin'. Sure Grip is the leading manufacturer of high-end and recreational roller skates and roller skate accessories. Since 1937, Sure Grip has been the foremost developer in roller skates, quad skate, inline skates, derby skates, hockey skates, roller skate bearings, and roller skate accessory technology made in the USA. Check out Sure Grip's line of zombie wheels. All zombie wheels are made in the USA. Zombie wheels feature anodized aluminum hubs for maximum durability and precise feel while maintaining rock-solid stability. This allows our unique urethane compounds to deliver all your power to the floor. Choose the zombie combination that fits your skating style and surface.
It's a very interesting game in terms of official reviews and timeouts. Neither team has used a single timeout so far. Okay. So the official review was around whether that was over the low block call. Hangin' Chad is discussing it with the captains right now. And the call stands.
We've got Malibu Harpy lining up for the train wrecks up against Anaphylactic Shock for the Smash unit.
Some fantastic dancing and juking from both sides. Both jammers forced to recycle. Do some more dancing and juking.
And we have a star pass.
Colonel Skirts, black 777 now for the Junction City Roller Dolls. She is not lead jammer, but she is most certainly through the pack. Tries to dance around, swiftly back up.
Anaphylactic Shock having a hard time getting around Mel Pfister.
And I believe of the tournament, this is one of our first natural Grand Slams. We've had two for this half. I just get excited being able to say natural Grand Slam. You're absolutely right. We have had other natural Grand Slams. I just wanted to say it, I think. Fantastic work there. Very, very good use of a penny pass. And great work from the blockers in terms of forcing that penny pass to happen.
Lunatics on the line for the Smash unit, taking on Beatrix for the train wrecks.
And Lunatics for the Sicktown Derby Dames. A tale of two ticks.
Ticks and tricks.
Like ticks and talks.
A lot of pushing and shoving going on in that pack. Neither jammer has been able to break through. Beatrix gets pushed to the inside and recycled to the back. Lunatics now through the front of the pack. She's picked up lead jammer, but there is Beatrix Oh,
Oh my
nice jammer
goodness.
blocking there. Tough hit by Lunatics on Beatrix.
And her bench cries, call it off, and she does exactly what she's told. Lunatics calls it off, collecting 2 points for her team. And a timeout has been called by the Sicktown Derby Dames.
Sponsorship. The Crazy Skate Company is dedicated to providing innovative skating products and apparel with the very latest technology in manufacturing. They are designers and manufacturers of roller, inline, and ice skating products. Their product knowledge is based on being in the skating industry for 3 decades and having an intimate knowledge of skating equipment and the people that use it. Functionality is the key. They aim to provide a high-quality product at a price that is affordable. Crazy Skates. Skaters are our lifeblood, so it stands to reason that we build our products around their requirements. We're here to help. We look forward to being of service to the skating industry at large.
Now that was a perfectly timed sponsorship announcement.
Word's good.
What's good? The swoopy, swoopy, swirly, swirly whistle saying, let Derby commence sometime within the next 30 seconds. In fact, in 5 seconds, we have Miss Kitty LaRue for the Sicktown Derby Dames up against Mayhem Miller.
Kitty LaRue getting hung up at the back of the pack.
Mayhem Miller almost through a bit of splattage on both sides, manages to dance into being lead jammer. It was Kitty LaRue getting recycled to the back.
Mayhem Miller at the front of the pack. She's trying to get around Bloodstain. They called no pack. They gotta let her go, and she picks up a 5-point grand slam for Junction City.
Mayhem Miller looking over her shoulder, having a look at how close Miss Kitty LaRue is, aiming to pick up some points. Does she manage to? Yes, 2 points for Mayhem Miller.
We've got about 10 and a half minutes left in this second period. Junction City in the lead, 196 to Sicktown, 81. And we've got Lunatics on the line for Sicktown up against Pickle for Junction City.
Lunatics trying to get past that final blocker, swallowed up. Pickle coming through. Lunatics hot on her tail. And Lunatics with lead jammer calling it. Three pack on the track. Junction City doing some of the fabulous and interesting kickstanding that has emerged in recent derby as it becomes so physical and scrum-like. Well, it's always physical, but I do love the incredible kickstanding, turning around kind of derby we have. Aquabrat for the Sicktown Derby Dames. But Beatrix comes through to be lead jammer for the Junction City Roller Dolls.
Aquabrat now through on her initial pass. Meanwhile, Beatrix easily skating around the inside line of that pack, picks up 4 more points, and she calls off the jam.
Oh, there's the other page.
Swagger Jackie on the line for Sicktown up against Mayhem Miller for Junction City.
Swagger Jackie aiming for that outside. Being forced to try the inside instead. Forced to recycle.
And we have an empty penalty box for a few seconds.
Mayhem Miller through his lead jammer. And now enjoying a 4-2 pack, a 3-2 pack advantage.
Sure, that's not a one.
Things getting a little bit fast and furious in the last 8 minutes of the jam. Mayhem Miller coming through for 5 points. Swagger Jackie pushing her way through.
Mayhem Miller gets through the pack and calls off the jam. 209 to Sicktown's 81. Want to do that one?
The Salad Shack. Let us feed you healthy. Fresh salad, smoked salmon, corn chowder, chili served in bread bowls, breakfast burritos, and bagels with cream cheese.
Oh, bagels and cream cheese.
I know where well, is it official time? I might be able to, could I just...
Do we got a minute? Can we...
Do we know how long this official review is going to go? Not official timeout. My mouth
I have
is
to
watering.
point out that their slogan, let us feed you healthy, that's lettuce, Lettuce. Get it? It's punny. You should laugh and go buy some salad.
Thank you for explaining that to me. I get it now. 8-2-1 Pickle on the jam line up against 4-4 Anaphylactic Shock.
Pickle making quick work of the pack, picks up lead jammer for Junction City. Anaphylactic Shock still hung up in the pack.
Shock dancing from left to right, trying to find an advantage. Almost gets through.
More jammer on jammer, pushing and shoving. 5 points on the board for Pickle after that 5-point grand slam. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, check out all of our merch booths over in Vendor Alley. That way, selling all kinds of swag and sweet stuff and gifts for your announcers. It's awesome. Beatrix up against Lunatics once again.
I love this lineup, I gotta say.
I really do.
It makes me happy in my soul. And Beatrix fighting for the outside, and they manage to swoop in and hold her back for just a few seconds, but she gets through and becomes lead jammer. Sicktown losing another block to the penalty box. We almost had 5-on-5 on the track.
Lunatics trying to get around number 329. That's Rolex. And here we're going to run into confusion because these skaters are going to hear whistles from the other track and think perhaps maybe the jam has been called off when it indeed has not.
That would sound, and it looks like some possibly during the confusion during a multi-track situation, a cut was picked up by Beatrix, giving the power jam to Lunatics. I think this is a great thing about a ticks and tricks jam is it's always interesting.
I like to believe every jam in roller derby is interesting, but some more than others.
Some you get to say tricks and ticks.
Lunatics gets past the last blocker. That's a 5-point grand slam for Sicktown.
Lunatics coming in hot, sent off for a back block, I believe.
She will serve a full minute as it looked like Beatrix served her complete penalty as well.
And the jam ends because of time. That was a full 2 minutes. Mayhem Miller starting on the jammer line for the Junction City Roller Dolls. Junction City holding the back line and then giving their jammer as much room as possible to push. Sicktown bridging, trying to give themselves as much space to hold her back, slow her down, but lead jammer to Mayhem Miller.
Again, that was whistles from the other track, so we're still rolling.
Miller forced to recycle. Facing down blue in both directions.
Sees an opening on the outside, goes for it, and she's through. That's 5 points on the board for Junction City.
Some great offense work here from the Junction City Roller Dolls, hitting skaters out, forcing that pack not just to slow down, but form way at the back. Great to see blockers helping their jammer in this kind of way. And the jam is called just as Lunatics exits the box.
I guess I could go back and do the first one that I never finished if there's another timeout. That one's really freaking long.
You can tag team.
2.5 minutes left in this game.
Pickle taking on Aqua Brat.
Junction City doing an effective wish to push up, but it looks like while they were pushing out the jammer, accidentally picked up a cut on 2 people. Power jam in Junction City Roller Dolls' favor.
And that is going to be the end of that jam. Looks like we'll have time for at least one more.
3 points picked up by Junction City in that jam.
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, immediately following this bout, they will be setting up for Emerald City versus Boulder County. Don't go away. Right now we've got Lava City taking on Port Scandalous right next door on track 2.
Though if you go away for a few minutes to check out the booths, I'm cool with that. I'll let that happen. On the jammer line right now, I believe this is her first time jamming this bout. We have Melanie Pfister for the Junction City Roller Dolls Trainwrecks. And first time on the track, she comes through as lead jammer.
Power jam as Aqua Brat is hanging out in the sin bin for cutting the track in that last jam.
That game's so exciting. The ref takes a tumble. Big smile on his face. I like to see a ref fall down. I like to see a ref get up smiling.
I think we should keep score for Team Zebra too, because they win every time. Every time.
I love it when Derby wins. That's my favorite. 3 points for Junction City, and the timeout has been called, I believe,
by Sicktown,
by the
yeah.
Sicktown Derby Dames.
That will guarantee one more jam left in this game. Again, Junction City in the lead, 242 to Sicktown 91. First bout of Wild West. Are you folks having fun out there?
Are you folks having fun out there?
Woohoo!
And the fun has only just begun.
Nobody's having nearly as much fun as I am.
We might have to duel over that.
A fun duel.
Yes, yes. Karaoke to the death.
Oh my gosh, I'm so there. No to the pain.
Karaoke to the pain. I can see that happening. We have the swoopy, swoopy, swirly, swirly whistle that says roller derby will happen sometime in the next 30 seconds. In 5 seconds. Beatrix on the jammer line, tiptoeing up, chasing the middle, trying to hold that safe zone. Aquabrat out of the box, charging forwards.
Beatrix picks up lead jammer for Junction City in this last jam. And I think Beatrix just realized that the period clock had run out, and she was cool to call it off. We will wait for the
2
official
points
score.
in that final jam.
That is right. We will wait for the official score, but position yourself accordingly to give these ladies a high five as they take their victory lap. Oh, that's so sweet. They thank the officials in their chant. That's lovely.
I love the cheers of Derby. There are so many awesome cheers. Ladies and gentlemen, the Junction City Roller Dolls train wrecks.
Woohoo! I like that so much better than the kill the jammer. That's such a... Well played, ladies. Well played.
And a big high five to the Sicktown Derby Dames.
All right, and coming up next, don't forget Emerald City Roller Girls against the Boulder County Bombers. Next door, Lava City and Port Scandalous. Don't go anywhere. Lots of fun derby action.
Go to the snack bar. Go to the vendor booths. Then come right back here.
And the score is official. Junction City takes the win, 247 to Sicktown 91. Good job, ladies.